Hello, welcome to Turn Right Machine Works. My name is Keith. Today I'm putting together a video, and this is pretty much between you and me. 17 months ago or so, I started doing my videos on YouTube. I started my videos for customer awareness, and it really has done that. Since I've started doing my videos, my shop has been non-stop. I always have something on here. Sometimes I might have better than a half a dozen jobs ongoing at the same time. And that's why some of my videos jumble around, is because I put something down and continue working on this project here, and priorities go in different directions. I don't know exactly how long it was before I received my first telephone call, but and that's what I have a few things here, and these are thank yous. But the very first contact that I had from a subscriber, and a gentleman down in South Carolina. Sorry, I didn't. You know, the phone rang. I'm about ready to sit down and chew on my food there, and he's from the South there. And he said, "Man, I love your videos." First he was making sure it was me, you know. "This is Keith," and I said, "Yeah." He said, "Man, I love your videos." And he says, "You know, me and the kids, we get to sitting around." And I said to my kids, I said, "Look, there's a damn Yankee doing the same thing I am," you know. And I started laughing because, I mean, up here, you know, we don't talk like the South, and of course, you know, if we did, it'd probably liven things up. I can remember when I come from California. I was born and raised in California, dude. and everything was cool, and I'm still cool. And you know, you could say dude and cool about 30 different ways, and it definitely, it's the same word, but it means all different kinds. So it's hilarious to hear, and I love you, man. If I've ever down in South Carolina, I hope I run into you. And it really caught me kind of off guard, getting a telephone call like that. And shortly after that, I've received a couple things in the mail here. One local from Al Hall. He sent they all send a nice little note or whatever, but he sent a wheel cutter in here. And basically, it's a note stating that, you know, he's not going to use it at Not Right Arbor. You know, maybe he saw the one crash in there in the mill when I was making the 2 for sample or something like that. You know, thank you. The gesture alone, just the thought, that's the stamp on there is really something, to get something in the mail. And a little note. I do love it. I had gotten another little box came. I think this came about 2-3 weeks ago. It said, "Keith, please accept this donation as a way of saying thanks for all the great videos you do. I got it free from a friend over 10 years ago and have never used it or needed it once. You probably already have one, but you can give it a better home than I can. You'll see that it is missing a spindle lock. Hope you can use it. It's yours to keep. Kirby." Thanks, Kirby. And I have to chuckle because, you know, this comes right after we did a lot of metric talking and things like that. And I have a lot of subscribers that aren't in America, and they're all over the world. Love every one of you guys that's participating in my videos. This is probably my very first ever micrometer that is strictly metric, and and this is Greek to me. You know, I mean, that's what you know, the just is when I'm talking about something in decimals and fractions, and everybody's having to convert it over to metric. You know, when I first started in the machine shops and everything, and it's, "Hey, we're going to change everything over to metric," and I was hell bent. I was young, and I was a rebel, and of course, You know, it never did come about, and I fight it. And I can convert metric over, and basically I just take a drawing and then I make that number the number I want, and it's a decimal number, and I just get used to it. So I know exactly how you guys are feeling, that if you're on the other side of the fence, I know how that comes about. You saw my Inco saw out there, and John Peters, acquaintance, he met me through a YouTube. In fact, he actually was watching one of my YouTubes, and he saw the little Delta saw, and he had somebody give him a good deed, and he in turn he came all the way over and delivered it, and that's how the saw got here. And I'm still working on it. I got new guides and blades, and you know, we're getting ready to put that together. So the videos will continue on that as well, but I had to put it on hold for some other things. Also, while John was over here, he saw how bad my travel dial was on the lathe, and it's pretty well wiped. It's barely hanging on, but John traded out, and he's got digital readouts on his lathes. And anyway, he had a nice travel dial, and he just mailed this. He just mailed this to me, and I just got it the other day, and I'm going to be changing it out. Of course, it's missing a guard and a wiper. This foam here is pretty well shot, and but we'll get something on there. And when I have that ready, I'm going to go through and show you how to mount a travel dial on the lathe there, and almost everything that I can do for somebody that hasn't done it. It can be a video, okay, and that's kind of what we're talking about here as well. But first I'm giving a few thanks for the people that participate in donations, either on my blog site. I thank you very much, and I usually give you a little email back. I keep your name in file. If I ever do have hats, t-shirts, or something come about, those people that are donating on my blog there, I have a special thanks I'll give back to them when those come about. It'll evolve. You know, that money is the motivation to keep me going without any commercials and ads and stuff like that on my videos. And so I would like to turn that into the promotional or whatever. My business is doing well enough that's supporting my house and everything else. My video, my YouTube, it has grown because of you. All right, and you're really the drive behind me making videos now. I mean, I started out for customer awareness, you know, pretty much with what I have on the internet and everything else right now is giving my local business associates, friends, boaters, and everybody else here on the Cape a good idea of what I actually do here at Turnright. The other day I got an email, and this is from Stuart, Allied Scale Incorporated. Alright, and he says, Keith, thanks for all the work you do with your machine videos. I really enjoy them, and it has me looking at mills and lathes on eBay as if I need more projects. We all need more projects, actually. We just need to finish the ones that we started. I hope you can use this little crane scale. Call me if you have any questions setting it up. This is free, no strings attached. Get her done. This should be heading up your way, UPS, in a few days. Just didn't want you to think it was a messed up shipment or something like that. I thank you very much, Stuart, and it got here. So let's open it up and take a look at what we got here. And electrical, huh? Charging. A push button, so I like that. This thing's pretty heavy in itself, huh? I think it's like 33 pounds, something like that. Awesome. Can't wait to try it. Alright, let's set this back in the box here so we can get... Wow, that's thank you very much. Thank you, Stuart. We will get a lot of use of that, and also too, when I am using it, I'll get it all set up, and I'll give a video on it. And I wanted to say that's Allied Scale Incorporated, Crestwood, Illinois. Gotta say thank you. All right. Another thing I want to get in and talk to. That threw me for a loop there, because I was on a pretty good roll here, and the camera automatically stops after a certain amount of footage there. Oh, dude. All right, that pretty well concludes on what I've been receiving from you guys, and what's keeping up the motivation, and where I'm at with my videos and stuff. Now, I've been invited to partake in a site called LFE, Learning from Experience, to create course style videos. And I have an idea to actually put together one, and I'm going to try it out, because I do want to do this project for a certain person there, and we're going to build a cooler for a torch. Now, there's a lot of coolers and stuff out there already, and what I built my own cooler when I first started. When I first took ownership of my Synchrowave 250, I built my own cooler, and I actually just the other day I found these couple pictures of it sitting on my Synchrowave when it was brand new over at the original location before I actually took ownership of this property, and here's a glimpse at those. So I built my own cooler, and then when I finally was able to afford my own cooler, and I could justify the dough, I picked up a Coolmate 4. And when Coolmate 4s first came out, they were, well, when all the coolers come out, they were pretty pricey. I mean, they're down now. In fact, actually, I was on eBay the other day, and I found my Coolmate 4 in blue. Okay, mine's black, but it was in blue. Okay, I mean, I love my plasma can, but I'm a blue. I like the Miller blue. I paint even some of my other stuff blue just because it is my favorite color. Oh, hence the backdrop of this, even when we designed and created these. For under 500 bucks. You know, so this project and the projects I get into are not because I'm going to make you one cheaper than you can get overseas. I'm not in competition with overseas. I'm in competition with myself, with my own skills, and what I can put together, and the pride that it has, and the pride I can have of that after I'm done. That's what I'm about. So I say since I've been invited on this site here to put together videos as such, and of course videos will be a charged video or a priced video. Don't know what that would be yet. It's kind of why I'm talking to you, and because I want your feedback is very important to me. You drive my videos now. I mean, I started them for customer awareness, but where I've taken them is because of you. The subscribers, they come up, and the request and the comments. I love the comments, especially the people that have gone down the same trail as I have, and they stop in and they check out the videos and they put in the 2 cents. I've gone down one road. To have all these other people join in that have gone down all these other roads and put their input into my site or my YouTube channel. It's actually our YouTube channel now, and I thank all of you very much for participating in my YouTube. It's a great happening. I'm enjoying it, and I know that you're enjoying it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be giving a few gifts. I wouldn't be donated a couple dollars, you know, and you wouldn't even want to comment on the videos there, and so on. But anyway, let's get back to LFE and making videos. And so I'm going to put together a video, and I'm going to build a torch cooler, a cooler for a TIG torch. Now, I have my favorite designs in my head already, and that's kind of, but what I need to do is put something down on paper, and then I'm going to start procuring the components for that and start putting that together, and I'll be working on that. What I'm looking from you is after this video, or along with this video, whichever way you want to look at it, what's on your mind? What would you like to be shown how to do in the fields that I can supply you with? Just the other week, this last week, somebody wants to build a steady rest for the lathe. It's a worthy project. Actually, I want to build one for my own lathe, and I'm very happy with the one that I built. I don't know, nearly 12, 13 years ago. Maybe even longer than that. I think 15 or 16. I was just tallying up how long ago it was when I came to the Cape. You know, 25 years ago I came from the Cape. Said, dude, oh, it's cool. All right. Anyway, your input and your feed. You know, on a project. You know, I actually look, and the most popular videos that I see on there are Chewy Chewy, Resurrection, the Oshkosh. These videos here of the major repairs that I've done seems to be the popularity, you know, on the videos right now. And details, getting into videos I mean, the details of getting into certain repairs are also really good video ideas. I've tried covering a little bit more on brazing each time I do it, and really, you know, if I had, I'm kind of looking at it. I've had a couple lucky shots of actually getting in there and getting shots of a flame, you know, is pretty tough there. It's right between the variations there. I'm going to probably be taking apart one of my auto darkening helmets and then creating a lens attachment for a video camera, and maybe I can come up with something. If I can get in there a little bit more detail so you can actually see my torch, the rod, and the puddle, and you can distinct how I'm actually in there and controlling those three together, because that's what brazing is. Brazing is controlling all three of those. And this is just one subject out of many that I have in here. So that's why I'm kind of touching bases with you, and you know, that's what I really do need your feedback. Now I haven't forgotten of, you know, all the requests, because I this started out well, when I was I think my first request was to do a video on the big drill press, and then it led into one thing and the other, and then I did the mill and the hydraulic press, and I haven't forgotten about all the other little videos too. Somebody wanted flat belt lacing done, and that I've actually drug out my lacer and the belting and some samples, and a couple times. Every time I grab it, put together and lay it out on the bench here to do a video, something else will come up or whatever. But that collection of props to do a video is getting larger, and I'm hunting down for just a couple extra things there to put together a little bit better video for you. So I consciously do remember all the little requests here and there. So we'll, you know, those videos will come along still. You know, they're there. I told you I'd put something together as long as I'm alive. Okay, you know, I have it in mind to do a video for you on it, and so I just wanted to make sure that, you know, that was put out there as well. Dude, the real question is what do you really want to watch? You know, giving me the feed of what you really want to watch. Do you want instructional videos with blueprints and a course that we put together to actually become a project to partake in yourself? You know, those are the kind of, that's the kind of feed that I actually need to have from you at this time here, and of course I'll still be running my videos that you know, come through the shop and stuff like that. I may actually also too, that's another question. The videos I put out right now, would you like those on a hub to where for the short $1 that you could have a copy of it on a DVD? That's plain and simple. That's a simple question right there. But as far as new video and materials coming up, you know, it's a wide open. You know, I wish I had like a survey sheet or whatever, but it's not that simple. It's you know, personally, each and every one of you, you know, every subscriber and every piece of mail that I get, I personally go through, even if I even if I have to go through 100 in a day, and it has been some numbers. Every subscriber, I log right onto your site, and in your comments, if you have the comments open, I thank you for the subscription, and I take a little bit of time on everybody that subscribes, and I look over their site, and I pop back in time to time if I see something that really catches my eye, and I enjoy, because you know, it's my way of seeing around the world as well. But hearing your input when you actually make your comments and stuff like that, that really, it steps out. I read that, it goes in, it registers, you know. Cool. I have to laugh because I never thought myself as a Yankee, you know. Of course, I was conceived in New York, and my mom chased my dad down to California and married his butt out there, and I was born and raised in California, spent my whole life out there. I have toured the whole South and the whole North, all the way across, back and forth on the countries. My dad was working for a huge aircraft company when I was growing up, and he had some vacation time, and we did the old Jimmy V6 pickup truck with the truck and camper, and toured across the country. And so those kind of things that I did growing up. So other than actually moving here, and I was placed here, okay? You know, actually, this is Cape Cod, and when you're not from here, okay, and you get here, you washed ashore. So I'm a wash ashore. I never really thought myself as a Yankee, but even Vanessa's mom was, and actually Vanessa's mom and her sister both lived down in South Carolina. So you want to take you want to take the New England accent and put it down there in the South there and mix that up for a little bit there. Okay. You know, I don't like the Yankees. Go Red Sox. Actually, you know, since I quit drinking, you know, there's no need to watch a ball game anymore. You know, I don't get her done.